get the feeling this will be a high-scoring one. It's the Rabbitohs against the Knights. Saturday afternoon football in Magic Round underway on Nine's Wide World of Sports and the roar of the crowd here at Suncorp Stadium. They cut out Thompson, go to Cogger. Now Sharp, Ponga plays in motion, lovely pass. Marzu, nice footwork. Marzu to the line, they stop him. Last play. He'll get up and play it. Here's Ponga. Rubber kick into the lines. A ripper! What a kick, what a try. Happy 21st birthday, Fletcher Sharp. Crosland. Cogger. Sharp. Nice footwork from Fletcher. He might get a double on his 21st. Oh, he has. He's got it down.
Oh, no
He
way.
has got the opening 2 tries of the match on his 21st birthday. Now Ponga off the back of it, and Gagai out to Piers Paul. Look at this, the back rower. Oh, the Fen, get out of my way, Jai Gray. The cavalry comes. Oh, wow. What a run from Kai Piers Paul. Now the Knights from one side of the field to the other. It's with Lucas. Dummy to Bradman Best. He goes back towards the centre of the ground. Charging onto it is Cogger.
Is that restart?
And he scored a try. Not held. Entitled to go again. Try Newcastle. Jack Cogger scores. It's their third of the afternoon. Now it's with LeBlanc to Dodd. Here's Gray. Good tackle. He got him, Cogger, just. Set restart, they go from dummy half through Aiken. Has he got the ball to the ground? They're going to check it.
Right,
he's got very, very close.
I have no try.
Hit all aspects of play leading up to this.
Oh, it's a knock on.
Ewan Aiken loses possession of the ball, just looking to determine if it's before the line or over it.
Yeah, oh, great offload from Croker to Sharp. Sharp, oh, great tackle, Gray. That's a try saver on like Fletcher Sharp, and then they made a mess of the play the ball. Last play. Can they cross the line? They're going to do a barge over. Can he roll over Mawale?
Held up.
They hold him off. It's the last. It'll be a changeover. Started off like a house on fire, but there's a short ball. Thompson, oh, that's wonderful in any conditions, let alone these. Cogger with a kick downfield. Here comes Sharp. It's Gray v Sharp. Gray's got it, and he takes him on his slide right up to Caxton Street. And he almost stole it off him as well, but that's great stuff.
Some quality space for him to run into at the moment. A lot of their football in the second half, they're playing from their own end, so of course a turnover. It's going to be hard though.
Ponga to Best. Best back to Ponga. This is magnificent from the Knights. Can they finish it off? I think they can. Best. Oh, Champagne Rugby League from the Newcastle Knights. Now Brayley. Looked to go to Cogger. Cogger wanted it. Goes to the other side. It's now with Fletcher Sharp. Now Ponga. Ponga to Best. Best back into Sharp. It's wonderful football. And Sharp is away. He's got a hat-trick. On his 21st birthday, Fletcher Sharp. Here's a kick from Sullivan, and it's with Kolomatangi. It's play on as they go out wide, and they finally get a try to Rabbitohs. And going in to score in the corner is Isaiah Tass.
Oh, beautiful play.
That's wonderful hands. Here goes Schiller. Flying down the western touchline is Schiller. And he doesn't pass in field. He used the bumper bars a few minutes ago and he thought he'd use them again, but this time he was stopped. They'll swing it from one side of the field to the other. Sharp to Ponga. Ponga to Best. Best to Marzu. Marzu throws it in field to Best. Best for the line. He's lost it. A terrific win from Newcastle, dominated from the outset and went on with the job. Full time at Suncorp Stadium. The Knights 30 have defeated the Rabbitohs 4.
Wayne, can you give us your thoughts on the team's performance? What did you think?
Not very good.
Can you elaborate? What wasn't very good?
Well, you ask me questions that everybody sees, so I don't really want to go into a lot of detail about it, but start was poor and 18 points down pretty early, and after that we weren't too bad.
You're obviously missing some troops, Wayne. How much a part does that play on the team?
Well, we use it as an excuse. We're not going to get any better or improve ourselves, so that's the fact, and we just have to live with that, and we can do better than we did today. So.
What did you make of Lewis Gordon, Wayne? What did you think of his first start there?
He was, like a lot of other players out there, wasn't at his best.
What can you tell us about the injuries to your hooker and also to Jolly Gray, Wayne? They both
One just got a cork and the other boy's got a dislocated elbow and they can't get it back in right now, so it's he's in a fair bit of pain actually.
So you expect him to have Gray back next week?
I don't know.
Who will you get back for the next game?
Pardon?
Who will you get back? One on your injured list for next week. Who is coming back?
Latrell will be back, and I'm not sure about anybody else.
I know you said you're going to use it as an excuse, Wayne, for the injury. It's a pretty shocking toll at the moment. Not only so many players out, so many players in key position.
Yeah, sure, but it's, the NRL, no one's going to give you compensation for that. I don't want that players to use it as an excuse, and they all get well paid. They all think they want to be first graders. Well, they've got to play like first graders, and it's as simple as that.
Well, I think that's 4 in a row now, defeats, and after a couple of those, or most of those, you said just wasn't good enough to play. How much concern is that they're just not aiming up for you on a weekly basis?
No, it's a concern. Obviously, it's a concern. Yeah.
How do you fix that? Is that an attitude thing?
Yeah, of course it is.
How do you fix it?
Well, how do I fix your attitude? I can't. Can I? Can I fix your attitude?
Maybe.
No, I can't.
Maybe you can.
You think I can? Well, I can't. Okay? It's personal.
So they've got to fix it.
They've got to fix it, of course they have. They've got to own it first.
You mentioned Gray and also Marcellus. How are you going in terms of depth weight? Do you feel like you're getting to the bottom of the roster in terms of what you can put out on the field?
Well, with 9 NRL players missing today, we've got to assume our depth's under a lot of pressure. So, yeah.
You're disappointed with your forwards, so Wayne. I know backline stocks have been hit, but like the forward pack, were they out muscled today?
Well, as I said, for 18 minutes, we at 18-0, we didn't look like we could have got beaten by 50 odd. So I don't want to put blame at forwards or backs or whatever. I think they're all part of it, and we need to address it as a team, not as individuals.
What do you want Rabbitohs supporters to take away from today, Wayne? What's the real message to them?
Well, they've got a team that won't give up. That's what they can take away from it, because we've been in this situation 2 or 3 times in the last month, and we could have been beaten by 50 or 60 points. And at times we deserve to be beaten, but they will hang in. They keep fighting back, and they were down 18-0 here, and they found a way to pick up a try, and they found a way to keep the scoreboard below 40, 50. So that's what the fans can take away from them.
What's your take on today?
Yeah, it's pretty spot on. It's an attitude thing, and it's just something that we all got to be honest with ourselves. We all got to have a good reality check when we get home, and yeah, like Wayne said, just be honest with ourselves and move on to next week.
Thanks, guys.
Adam, you were confident it was going to come and it was going to turn. I bet you were feeling pretty relieved that it all did in that opening 5 minutes.
Yeah, I thought the start of the game we'd done a really good job. Obviously having Saf and Jay Saf and Adam Elliott come back into the team, some experience. So we're always confident if we could just lay a platform, give ourselves a chance with both possession and completions. And what I thought we did, I think we went 10 from 11, just sort of set the game up. So I was really proud of that. I was really proud of their defensive resolve all game, and we've had that all year. I felt like we've been a team that's very resilient defensively, and then naturally getting some personnel back to win that middle third of the field will help these guys, and I thought that happened.
How much of a difference did you notice, Caleb? by having those big men back in the middle?
Definitely. Yeah, felt their presence all week, even at training. Just the experience and the intensity that they bring. It definitely helps having them back. And I mean, the boys that have been in their shoes have been working hard. I think that's sort of been our mojo for the last 5 weeks, I guess, is we've been working hard, but we've just lacked that experience and polish.
And what about Fletcher? Could you have asked for a better 21st birthday?
No, we said all week the present we wanted to get him was the 2 points, and he was happy with that. So, and then to get back a couple of tries, and very popular down in the dressing room right now, along with Gags, obviously.
Just on a upset, like, you're pretty bullish that those were the two that you want to stick with. Like, does it feel like a bit of a vindication when they both come out and have pretty good games?
No, I wouldn't say. So Tyson Gamble's a good footy player too, but he obviously came back for one game and had the fracture and had to go in and have surgery. It just felt like one game in 6 months wasn't enough, and I don't think Cogs had done enough for me to leave him out of the team. So I'd rather rely on the guys that were coming back to make the biggest difference than removing people. And as I've said during the week in any media that I've done, I wasn't chopping and changing this year. I was picking and sticking because that was, not that I did it because everyone wanted me to last year, but very contradictory bunch at the moment, you lot.
The club has been under the microscope, you've been under the microscope. How much of a relief is that?
It's one game. So we're used to it. I'm used to it. These guys are used to it. It's happened. I think I've been here 5 years. It's happened every year. So I don't want it, but you do. It's not going to help us worrying about it. We know what works for us, and we work our way out of it. But it is one game too. I'm very mindful that we need to stick at this. It's not just because we've had one game and the opposition had a few out. Let's be honest. We need to stick at this and not get carried away at the same time. So you might be at bay for tomorrow, but you will probably come back at me at some point.
Caleb, what do you like about Fletcher Sharp's game? I mean, he looked like he was just up for the fight today and wanted to get his hands on the ball as much as possible.
He's only 21. I think we're sort of forgetting that as well. It's only his second year in the NRL, and it's not a position he's familiar with. So he's a natural footy player. He puts himself in good positions through effort. He's still learning that position, both on the defensive side and the attack side. So his best footy is just footy, just instinctive, eyes up. The more opportunities he gets in that sort of position, the better. But that's for everyone to put him in that position. I'm happy for him. It's his 21st. He's had 3 tries. He's down there with a smile on his face, and it's important, And Gags as well, 200 games, 2 big milestones that we wanted to perform for.
I feel like you're hitting your straps. Obviously played well today, Callum's had a couple of tries coming into the origin period. How do you feel about the prospect of playing for the Maroons?
I just got to keep playing. It's one game. I want to keep playing. I want to keep winning. I know that's the most important thing. That's going to put myself in a jersey, in the Queensland jersey, if I keep playing well here. It's one game. Just got to keep working, keep your head down. Hopefully win a few more before Origin.
How have you felt about your own form, Caleb? How have you felt about your own form in the past month or so?
I think my effort's been there. My effort. I probably want to nail my role a little bit better. I'm trying to get myself in opportunities, my best opportunities, and I think we're working on that. It's like Fletcher, trying to get him in his best opportunities. But it's a collective. But I do need to nail my role, and hopefully today we can all grab confidence from it. That's what our footy looks like, and build from it.
It's a bit different because when we look at Newcastle, we all look at you. So when Newcastle doesn't win, you're the captain, you're the best player, you're the star. We all look at you as the guy. How has that been? How have you ended some of that attention?
I don't know. I've got a role to play in all of this. For me, it's just about nailing my role. I don't know how to talk about that.
He's unwavering in terms of his preparation and what he wants. He doesn't sulk. He doesn't never complains about it, and it is hard. You know, he's. The question was around his form during the last 5 weeks, and he's spot on. He's been in there trying like the rest of them. I think it was a reflection of the whole team. So to get some help back is paramount for us, and that's what we've done, not only with guys coming back through injury, but that's what we've signed for next year, some help to come to help him. But the thing I love about him is he don't whinge about it. He just goes, oh, well, it is what it is, and I'll get on with it. And he actually looks inwards and goes, well, what part do I play? Like he just answered, and how can I improve this? So that's what I love about him. It'd be easy just to feel sorry for yourself, but that ain't going to help any of us. Sweet.
How's the surface out there?
It was wet from the rain. It was pretty good. It was wet. It's hard to kind of any surface with a bit of rain is probably not going to be too great, but yeah, it was wet. I don't know.
What are you playing for Fletcher? Did you get to celebrate tonight with you guys?
We did a short 6-day turnaround, so I think we go back to the hotel and enjoy 1 or 2 beers together, and then an early night. But he understands that there'll be a time and a place. But our focus now is to make sure that, without being, you know, a Grinch, we need to make sure that we're building on this. So the good thing is, first game we get in, we get out, we go back to the hotel and we enjoy a couple of laughs after a win, and that's what footy's about. That's what we've all been craving.